Underwriting support from Associated Lightning Rod, Route 22 in Millerton, installing lightning protection for homes and businesses for well over 50 years. 518-789-4603, ALRCI.com on the web. Sagala Turnkey Housing, Route 7 in Canaan, an authorized independent builder for Westchester Modular Homes. 860-824-0019, Sagalas.com. Roaring Oaks Florist in Lakeville, Connecticut, unique designs with personal attention. RoaringOaksFlorist.com. Dave's TV, Route 44 in Millerton, New York, everything for home entertainment, video, audio, satellite TV, 518-789-3881, davestv.net. McEnroe Organic Farm Market, Route 22 in Millerton, open year-round, 7 days a week, 518-789-4191, McEnroeOrganicFarm.com. Northeast Muffler, Route 22 in Millerton, New York, 518-789-3669. On Facebook, Northeast Muffler.
Keep it real, like chill, like only have a drink or two. But it turned into a party when I started talking to you. Now you're standing in the neon, looking like a high I wanna be on. Baby, it's your call. No pressure at all. You don't have to slow back your pretty pink lemonade shooter and lean a little closer. You don't have to keep on smiling. That's a smile that's driving me wild. And when the night is almost over, meet me in the middle of a moonlit Chevy Beach, and do a little bit of country song. Hanging on. You don't have to keep me falling like this. It'd sure be cool if you did. You can't shoot me down 'cause you've already knocked me dead. Got me falling apart with my heart talking out of my head. Let your mind take a little back road, just as far as you wanna go. Baby, I'll do whatever you wanna do. You don't have to throw back your pretty pink lemonade shooter and lean a little closer. You don't have to keep on smiling. That's a smile that's driving me wild. And when the night is almost over, meet me in the middle of a moonlit Chevy Beach, and do a little bit of country song. Hanging on. You don't have to keep me falling like this. It sure be cool if you did. Have a night that you'll never forget. Now you're standing in the neon, looking like a high I wanna be on. You don't have to throw back your pretty pink lemonade shooter and lean a little closer. You don't have to keep on smiling. That's a smile that's driving me wild. And when the night is almost over, meet me in the middle of a moonlit Chevy Beach, and do a little bit of country song. Hanging on. You don't have to keep me falling like this. It sure be cool if you did. Yeah, it sure be cool if you did.
Good morning. Welcome to Sunday in the Country. Marshall Miles with you until 12 noon today. A reminder, the Wassaic Fire Company Auxiliary Pancake Breakfast and Bake Sale happening this morning from 8 until 11, 27 Firehouse Road in Wassaic, New York.
A calloused right hand holds a shiny gold watch, 30 years spent on the clock. But you won't see no tears. This working class hero has always been hard as a rock. But he knows he's too old to really start over. Besides, he just wouldn't know how. Well, I guess he's just glad that he's not alone. But he's got to wonder, what now? 'Cause there's no hall of fame for that working class hero. No statue carved out of stone. His greatest reward is the love of a woman and his children. So after he's gone, that old working class hero lives on. That 3-bedroom house he built in the 50s seems so much bigger today. With just him and Mama and not many bills, 'cause all of the kids moved away. What he's done with his life might not be remembered, but he's got every right to be proud. 'Cause of blood, sweat, and years, this working class hero is really what living's about. There's no hall of fame for that working class hero, no statue carved out of stone. His greatest reward is the love of a woman and his children. So after he's gone, that old working class hero lives on. Yeah, that working class hero lives on. Yeah, that working class hero lives on.
Alan Jackson, working class hero, here on Sunday in the Country. Told you about the Wassaic breakfast. Well, going on this morning during railroad days, it's the annual family buffet breakfast, 8 o'clock until 11 o'clock at the North Canaan Volunteer Ambulance Building in North Canaan, Connecticut. And also starting at 8 o'clock, the annual Canaan Family YMCA Road Race, a busy morning in North Canaan. Programming and underwriting support from Shakespeare and Company, Lenox, Massachusetts, presenting the Merry Wives of Windsor Outdoors, August 8th through September 1st, shakespeare.org.
Hi, this is Jonathan B. from Hunter B. in Millerton, New York, and we support our local NPR station, WHDD.
To show your support for the nation's smallest NPR affiliate, you can do it one of three ways. You can go online, RobinHoodRadio.com, click on Make a Donation. You can mail a check, address it to WHDD 67 Main Street, Sharon, Connecticut, 06069. Make the check payable to Tri-State Public Communications. Or you can phone in a credit card request at 860-364-4640. Underwriting support from Sharon Hospital. Your birthing experience is personalized to your needs. Spacious, private suites provide a comfortable and memorable experience for your family. Visit healthquest.org/Sharon Hospital Birthing. Our community calendar of coming events on Robin Hood Radio, underwritten by Salisbury Visiting Nurse Association, by your side since 1904, SalisburyVNA.org. Hilton Hunt Salon, Route 44 East in Millerton, HiltonHuntSalon.com. Birdie's Bar and Grill at the Canaan Country Club, 860-824-7683 on Facebook, and CanaanCountryClub.com. And Merritt Bookstore and Toys, 5557 Front Street in Millbrook, open 7 days, MerrittBooks.com. Kent Park and Recreation Summer Concert Series continues August 1st with the Joint Chiefs, 6 to 8 p.m. at Kent Town Hall. Also, the 8th Annual Sunset Music Series in Canaan, Connecticut continues on the 1st with Blue Yonder at the VFW on Route 7. Live music, food, vendors, car, and motorcycle crews. Dewey Hall on Main Street in Sheffield presents a traditional acoustic musical duo, Keith Murphy and Jan Falquet, on August 1st at 7:30. 413-229-2357 for more information. If you're a not-for-profit or public service organization has an event going on that you'd like to publicize, we'd like to help you out. RobinHoodRadio.com. Click on Contact Us. Click on Submit PSA. Once you're there, fill out the form completely, and then make sure you click Submit. The only rule we have, it's just one very simple rule. As long as you don't pay for it elsewhere, we'll put it on the air absolutely free on Robin Hood Radio and the Robin Hood Radio Network. It's 12 minutes past the hour on Robin Hood Radio.
That I swore you off, and a 20 every time that I picked up when you called, and a crisp new Benjamin for when you're here, then gone again, and $1 every time I was right about you after all. Boy, I'd be rich, head to toe, Prada, Benz in the driveway, yacht in the water, Vegas at the Mandarin, high roller gambling, me and Diddy dripping diamonds like Marilyn. No, I wouldn't be drowning in all your IOUs. Every promise you made me would have some real value, 'cause all the little lies rolling off your lips is money falling from the sky. I'd be rich, la-di-da. I'd be rich, la-di-da. If I had a dime every time that you cross my mind, well, I'd basically be sitting on a big, big pile of dimes. And all the times that you made my heart feel cheap, I might as well want the lottery. All of this pain and me cursing your name would just turn into dollar signs. 'Cause I'd be rich, head to toe, Prada, Benz in the driveway, yacht in the water, Vegas at the Mandarin, high roller gambling, me and Diddy dripping diamonds like Marilyn. No, I wouldn't be drowning in all your IOUs. Every promise you made me would have some real value, 'cause all the little lies rolling off your lips is money falling from the sky. I'd be rich, la-di-da. I'd be rich, la-di-da. Told myself I wouldn't do this again, but how much you wanna bet I'ma do this again? Rich, head to toe, Prada, Benz in the driveway, yacht in the water, Vegas at the Mandarin, high roller gambling, me and Diddy dripping diamonds like Marilyn. No, I wouldn't be drowning in all your IOUs. Every promise you made me would have some real value, 'cause all the little lies rolling off your lips is money falling from the sky. I'd be rich, la-di-da. I'd be rich, la-di-da. I'd be rich, la-di-da. I'd be rich, la-di-da.
Sunday in the country on a busy Sunday morning. Maren Morris, Rich, and we're here till noontime. Once again, we've got a beautiful, beautiful summertime weekend going on in our tri-state region.
We were born to mothers who smoked and drank. Our cribs were covered in lead-based paint. No child-proof lids, no seatbelts in cars. Road bikes with no helmets, and still here we are. line. All we had were friends, and they were outside, playing outside. It was a different life when we were boys and girls, not just a different time. It was a different world. School always started the same every day. The Pledge of Allegiance, then someone would pray. Not every kid made the team when they tried. We got disappointed, but that was alright. We turned out alright. It was a different life when we were boys and girls, not just a different time. It was a different world. No bottled water, we drink from a garden hose. And every Sunday, all the stores were closed. It was a different life when we were boys and girls, not just a different time. It was a different world. It was a different life when we were boys and girls, not just a different time. It was a different world. It was a different world.
Robin Hood Radio on this Sunday morning. A reminder, a couple of pancake breakfasts going on this morning. Wasaic Fire Company has their pancake breakfast and bake sale going on from 8 to 11 at Firehouse Road in Wasaic, New York. And during Canaan Railroad Days, the annual family buffet breakfast going on from 8 to 11 at the North Canaan Volunteer Ambulance Building in North Canaan, as we're in the last days of Railroad Days. Underwriting support from Mises Pizza, located in the heart of beautiful Lakeville, Connecticut, with New York-style thin crust pizza, delicious pasta, entrees, and much, much more. Ethan Allen Street, 860-435-6266, Mises.com. And the Sharon Country Inn, located at the intersection of Calkinstown Road and Route 41 in Sharon, nationally recommended by TripAdvisor, SharonCountryInn.com. It's 20 past the hour.
Here is your Robin Hood Radio Tri-State forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 73 degrees. Right now, we're going to talk about the Kent Sidewalk Festival, which runs Thursday, August 4th through Thursday, August 1st through Sunday, August the 4th, rain or shine event. And once again, with us this morning, we have Tim Good on Robin Hood Radio. Tim, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning to you, Marshall. How are you this morning?
Not too bad. Nice and cool in the studio, and
Good.
And we've got a nice stretch of weather here for people to enjoy things. But let's move things ahead and talk about once again the Kent Sidewalk Festival, which is going to run August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in Kent, Connecticut. Once again, this has become a big annual event in the summertime.
Yeah, it's been going on for many years now. A couple of decades, and it just grows and grows and grows. We're really happy to have all the people come to town and enjoy the festivities that we put in place.
You know what's pretty cool about Kent as well, when we talk about the Sidewalk Festival and basically anything that you do in Kent, the way it's uniquely situated with all its businesses. A, there's a lot of parking. B, it's very, very easy to get around town.
totally. Yes.
Whether you've got two great legs, or one great leg, or whether you're in a handicapped needs, it's an extremely easy town to get around. Everything is very close to offer. And with everything else that goes on, there's a ton of places now to eat. Once again, everything is fairly centrally located.
It is. It's amazing. I mean, we have like about 3 or 4 restaurants here, you know, like the Swipe and Drum, the Kingsley Tavern, you know, the Swift House, the pizza. Actually, the Kent Cozzy's Pizzeria, who's one of the sponsors of this year's event, you know, it's just amazing what these restaurants are bringing to the table these days. And we've got all the art galleries now. We've got 8 or 9 art galleries, and they're all, like you say, they're all very tightly packed. You know, what with the library doing its thing and so on. So it's great having this. You know, you can walk from one end of town to the other. You know, like within a 3 or 4 minute walk. You know, if you don't stop anywhere. But I'm hoping that people are going to stop by the stores as they go through town.
You know, when we look at what we're talking about here, the Kent Sidewalk Festival, August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, you have things for the kids, but you also have events that go on at St. Andrew's Church, the library. You've got the car show. I mean, there's just a lot of things interspersed with old-fashioned sidewalk sales.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, we used to, you know, we had the tents out. Everybody's putting their wares out onto the streets, and you know, like you just mentioned, the you know, the annual tag sale that St Andrews put on. It adds a different dynamic and a different, you know, something for people to come look for, and kids enjoy that too because they can find some fun things to take home, you know, for their parents and you know, for birthdays and so on. And then you know, you've got like you mentioned, you know, for the annual car show. That's on Saturday between 4 and 8 at the Kent Green, and the Kent Green Shopping Centre is also one of the major sponsors of the event too. And that's been, you know, drawing crowds now, and it grows and grows. Well, I think last year we had about 120, 130 cars, and we're expecting the same this year. You know, like hopefully we'll get those people coming with their shiny cars. I know some of them pull out because of the rain. We're hoping to have a good weekend, you know, weather-wise as well. So
I think we're pretty lucky around here. I mean, Falls Village just had their car show, and they use every section of town to put that event on. You now have Lakeville, which has really followed in a smaller blueprint what Kent has done. There's many art galleries now in Lakeville. There's many restaurants. There's places to park. But something that's so unique about Kent, because you have this center, which is back off the green there is just tons of parking, and it's all flat. It's
all flat, yeah, and it's all free as well. You know, the parking's free in Kent.
I mean, that ties it in, which makes, I think, all these events in Kent so special, is that they are just easy to get to, and they are easy to get around to. And I do have to say, your merchants really participate heavily in all the things you do. I mean, and the Kent Chamber of Commerce is active 12 months a year promoting the town.
It's extraordinary. We do about 4 or 5 events a year. You know, in October with the with the pumpkin run, and then the November champagne stroll, and that kind of thing. So yes, I mean they all get involved. And this year we're extending our festivities in the Christmas period with our lights and gingerbread festival. So yes, like you say, it goes on all year round. But this event, you know, this is like our summer event, and it kicks off. It's already kicked off with the music that we do every Thursday evening outside the town hall, and that will continue until we get to the weekend of the Sidewalk Festival. And then the library as well. You know, even though it's not a true retailer, it's got this book sale now that's got quite a reputation, and they've got that Boxster Roadster again, which is every year they do this car raffle, so that's good too.
Well, it's the whole thing also, what's interesting in Kent, and it's all around one another. You have antique stores, you have retail stores, you have jewelry stores, you've got galleries, like you say, you've got the Fife and Drum, Foreign Cargo, Turstons. There's so many different types of stores and so many things that you can visit while you're there, and even I'll even throw a stretch to Sloan Stanley Museum isn't that far out of town, where if you want to, if you can include that in your visit as well. I mean, I think what you do in Kent is put together these events that are just so easy for people to attend and get to. And like I said, you also run it August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So there's 4 days, rain or shine, where people can come down and enjoy what Kent has to offer.
That's right. Well, and also keep in mind, people, they do walk to town, they do go in the stores, they do use the restaurants and the other facilities. But I've got to say, outside of that, we've also, like you mentioned, we've got three museums here. We've got, the state parks. We've got 3 state parks that are on in Kent. And we've got the Appalachian Trail and the Housatonic River. So there's plenty of nature that we provide as well, that we can... So we're happy to open our doors to that as well. So it's a great opportunity for people to come to town. We've got, like I said, the sponsors I've just mentioned, and then in Fat City Screen Printing there, the other sponsor, and all these people are so encouraging to be able to sponsor these events. And we're very privileged to have those kind of people as members to the Chamber of Commerce.
Well, once again, the Kent Sidewalk Festival, Thursday, August 1st through Sunday, August 4th, rain or shine. If you want more information, 860-592-0061, or on the web, kentct.com, kentct.com, and click on the Sidewalk Festival. Tim, best of luck and continued success down in Kent.
Thank you so much, Marshall. It's been great to talk to you as always, and enjoy the rest of the summer.
All right, and I'll speak to you in the fall, obviously.
Of course, you will.
All right, take care, Tim.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Once again, the Kent, Connecticut Sidewalk Festival, August 1st through the 4th, kentct.com on the web for more information.
Fondest memories didn't happen on sunny days, 'cause when that summer sun was a beating down, it was all work and no play. Now Daddy wasn't the only one who used to pray for rain. When the smell of a storm would fill the air, I'd put that farm in my rearview mirror as the rain soaked the ground. It was too wet to plow. I'd drive down that muddy road, wipers barely keeping up. She'd be waiting on the front porch, watching for my truck. We'd head for that old boxcar, abandoned on the tracks. While they were riding out the weather back on the farm, there we were together on a bed of straw, breaking new ground. It was too wet to plow. And with the rhythm of the sound of the rain that was pounding on that big steel door, 2 lovers in the dark were learning by heart what rainy days are for. Now when I hear thunder, I still wonder what she thinks about when it's too wet to plow. The strangest thing happened to me just the other day. I saw a storm front moving in when my telephone rang. On the other end of the line was a voice I'd heard before. She said, if you want to know who this is talking, meet me down by the railroad crossing, baby, look at those clouds. Oh, it's too wet to plow. And with the rhythm of the sound of the rain that was pounding on that big steel door, 2 lovers in the dark were learning by heart what rainy days are for. Now when I hear thunder, I don't have to wonder what she thinks about when it's too wet to plow. Now when I hear thunder, I don't have to wonder when it's too wet to plow. Too wet to plow.
Sunday in the Country on Robin Hood Radio. Dusty Drake with Too Wet to Plow. Don't have to worry about that at all today. Continue on with the music right now on Robin Hood Radio with Colin Ray.
Well, they shouldn't have played that good. I got carried away and let the music go to my head. Well, she shouldn't have worn that dress, the way it curled around when she was spinning. Just kill me dead. My heart began to tell my body and my soul that it had gotten in the mood to lose control. Oh no, when did neon light turn into moonglow? When did that jukebox turn to a rainbow? I'm about to give in to this urge. One more slow dance with her arms around me. One more long glance, and nothing will slow down me. I got no chance. If I'm not in love, I'm on the verge. All I wanted to be was cool. It ain't my style to overheat, much less burn. But as we floated across the floor, all at once I flashed right past the point of no return. And when we said goodnight, the sun was on the rise, and any stars that hadn't set had fallen in my eyes. Oh no, when did neon light turn into moonglow? When did that jukebox turn to a rainbow? I'm about to give in to this urge. One more slow dance with her arms around me. One more long glance, and nothing will slow down me. I got no chance. If I'm not in love, I'm on the verge. One more slow dance with her arms around me. One more long glance, and nothing will slow down me. I got no chance. If I'm not in love, I'm on the verge. If I'm not in love, I'm on the verge.
On Robin Hood Radio on Sunday in the Country. A couple of reminders, some programs that are just incredibly great programs. Free lunches. Northeast Community Center has their summer lunchbox program, which runs weekdays through August 1st, 11:30 until 12:30 at the Northeast Millerton Library. Lunches are free. Any child up to age 18 can take part in the program. You must eat the lunch at the library. Adults can purchase lunch for $4. No registration is required. And, of course, the free summer meals that run right through August 9th. Two sites, one at the Wingdale Elementary School and one at the Dover Elementary School, both open for breakfast from 8 to 9:30 and lunch from 11:30 until 1. Kids eat free, no residency, no citizenship rule, no registration, and no forms to fill out. Bash Bish Brew and Q, Main Street, Sheffield, where everything is made in-house. Fresh barbecue and pizza in a beautifully restored space featuring a selection of over 100 beers and wines. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, except dinner on Tuesday. Catering available, 413-248-1187, bashbishbrewandq.com, and you'll find them on Facebook at Bash Bish Brew and Q. Our community calendar of coming events on Robin Hood Radio, underwritten by Cafe Adam Great Barrington. Winners of Best Award of Excellence by Wine Spectator. Dinner Wednesday through Sunday, cafeadam.org, and on Facebook. Egremont Village Inn, featuring entertainment Wednesday through Sunday, egremontbarn.com. Great Falls Brewery, One Railroad Plaza in North Canaan, Connecticut. You'll find them on the web at greatfallsbrew.com. The Sharon United Methodist Church has a half-price sale coming up on Saturday, August 3rd from 9 until 3 p.m. in their cool church basement. The 60th Annual Craft Fair happens on the Green in Sharon on Saturday, August 3rd in between 10 and 5. There's refreshments and over 60 vendors signed up. Also, the Hotchkiss Library of Sharon has their used book sale going on Saturday from 10 to 4 and Sunday from 10 until 2. Also going on this weekend, Noble Horizons welcomes former Stanford University professor Kim Maxwell talking about DSL and the Internet. That happens on Saturday at 11 a.m. If your not-for-profit or public service organization has an event going on that you'd like to publicize, we'd like to help you out. RobinHoodRadio.com. Click on Contact Us. Click on Submit PSA. Once you're there, fill out the form completely and click Submit. Only rule we have, as long as you don't pay for it elsewhere, we'll put it on the air absolutely free on Robin Hood Radio and the Robin Hood Radio Network. 38 minutes past the hour.
Here's your Robin Hood Radio Tri-State forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 77 degrees. Well, Town of Sharon with us here at Robin Hood Radio has two events. One that kicks off the summer, one that really signifies the end of summer. Of course, it's the Sharon Classic Road Race. Really does tell us that summer is just around the corner and kicks off a big summer season. But what wraps up the season as well is an amazing event. It's the 23rd annual Sharon Summer Book Signing, which comes up on Friday, August the 2nd. Now, I know you've got August. There's a lot of hot weather, but really, once you get into August, you're already looking towards the start of school in a couple of weeks. But this is just a great community event, and once again, it is coming up on August the 2nd, Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. And with us once again this year to talk a little bit about the event, we have Gretchen Hackmeister and Nicole Thornton. Gretchen and Nicole, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you, Marshall.
Now, first things first, I hear a rumor, is Henry Kissinger really coming back?
He is really coming back for the fourth time to the book signing. He's 95 years old. And he will be with us.
He's an amazing guy. I sat next to him and spoke to him, actually, not next to him, a couple of times, and he's just a real interesting guy. And he is a star performer at these events. But on top of someone like that, which has international significance, you have authors that range just about local, national, regional, all well-accomplished authors. Why don't we talk about some of those authors?
That would be great. We're very pleased to have a number of people who either live here year-round in our neck of the woods or who have some kind of connection. There's some really amazing people who are right here with us. We're very strong with our fiction offerings this year. A lot of wonderful novels, and 3 of those are by local, actually 4 of the 5 are by people who live in Litchfield, Sharon, Cornwall, and Lakeville, which is very exciting. So Martha Hall Kelly will be with us. She's a New York Times bestselling author of historical fiction from Litchfield. And Roxana Robinson will be here from Cornwall with her new novel, Dawson's Fall, which is inspired by her great-grandfather's letters and journals. And Helen Klein Ross of Lakeville will be here with the book that some people may have read, The Latecomers, which was inspired by her own home on Lakeville Lake. And we're very excited that Sharon's own Peter Steiner will be with us. His artwork is hanging in the library for this summer as well, which is wonderful. And his new novel, The Good Cop, which is a suspense thriller set in Weimar, Germany, will be making its American debut in Sharon at the book signing, which is really exciting.
Now let's talk a little bit about the admission to get into this incredible event is $40, which benefits the library. But I don't think that if you're a couple or even if you're two couples that want to go out for a night of entertainment, I don't think there's a better value anywhere within 100 miles than what is offered at this event.
Oh, thank you. Yes, tickets are $40 in advance or at the door, and with cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, all of the great authors, it really is a great, small amount of money for the amount of fun you get every year.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, the cocktails and the hors d'oeuvres aren't just for like the first 20 minutes. I mean, they go right to the very end. And another thing is, what better way to have some hors d'oeuvres and a cocktail, and you get not only to buy books and see books, but you get to talk and interact with the authors and your friends and neighbors who are also doing the same thing.
Absolutely. That's most of the fun about it.
It's amazing. Now, we should mention also that go along with this on Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 4 on Saturday and 10 to 2 on Sunday, you have your annual used book sale, and that's always a pretty cool event to go side by side with this as well.
Yeah, that'll be great. Our volunteers have been very hard at work sorting a lot of books, and rumor has it that the books are really great quality this year, some really extra special things. A couple of local people have donated their personal libraries to us in the last year, and so we have some really wonderful first editions and collectibles as well.
And if that's not enough, you have also, along with the summer book signing and the book sale, there's always dinners, author dinners that follow this that are sold out. And as we speak right now, recording this interview, you have 2 of those left, right?
Yes, we have 5 dinners, and there are seats available still for 2 of them. One is for Martha Hall Kelly, the novelist, author of Lost Roses, and the other is a nonfiction book, history, called Einstein's War, written by Matthew Stanley, who's a professor at NYU, and it's an investigation into sort of the miraculous fact that Einstein was able to develop his theory of relativity during World War I, while cut off from many of his colleagues and lots of the information and data that he needed.
We are talking right now, once again, with both Nicole Thornton and Gretchen Heffmeister. We're talking about the Hotchkiss Library in Sharon, 23rd Annual Summer Book Signing. It's a rain or shine event because, quite frankly, I've never seen an event better set up to withstand either hot summer weather or occasional thunderstorm downpours. Really, it's absolutely amazing the way this is set up.
Well, we hope that we're due for some good weather karma this year, but I knock on wood as I speak. After the last couple of years where we've had downpours, and last year the power outage, so we're really hoping we have some nice cooler weather, low humidity, and a little late afternoon sunshine.
And what's interesting about this whole event is that when people come, they can pay either by cash, check, or even credit card. I think that's important to point out to people.
Correct. Yeah, we do have the capabilities to use credit card at the Hotchkiss Library of Sharon, except for American Express, I should note.
Yeah. Or if the power goes out like last year.
Well, that was, but I have to say this. Your volunteers that help out at this event, the amount of volunteers that you have help out, whether it's accepting credit cards, whether it's manning the bar, whether it's the kids that come around with the hors d'oeuvres, it really is amazing how flexible and, under a tense situation, because it gets very packed in there, how well they all just carry off this, and it goes, it seems to go seamlessly every year.
Well, thank you. We really can't do it without all of the volunteers, and I'd say there are probably about 40 people who are there working, there and behind the scenes to make it all happen that evening. And it moves very fast. It's a quick 2 hours. A lot's going on. But I think the volunteers have a good time as well.
And who gets to pick the food?
What do you mean, the selection?
Yeah. Who comes up with the menu?
I talk with the good people at Giffords, and and we try to remember what people liked last year.
I just think the way the kids serve, the way the authors are all there, willing to speak to people, not only just push their books, really, and we can't minimize the importance of the funding that this goes to the Hotchkiss Library. Talk about that for just a second.
Well, we raise about 60% of our annual budget each year through fundraising, and this is our major fundraiser for the year. And so it's very important for people to come and to buy books, and we really appreciate everybody's support that allows us to be open 7 days a week. And to do all the things that we do for the community. So we're happy to do that. And again, as you said, it's a real community event, and it's wonderful to have the 8th grade kids there helping us serve the food. And I would also mention that we get lots of positive feedback from the authors, and for the most part, they have a wonderful time. They love to come. They love to meet their colleagues and meet their readers. And, slowly over the years, as we've expanded and we reach further afield to invite authors, we have a growing reputation with different publishers and publicists that this is a good place and it's worth making the effort to come attend the event.
And once again, it's the Hotchkiss Library in Sharon, the 23rd unbelievable annual summer book signing on Friday, August 2nd, 6 till 8 p.m. More information at hotchkisslibrary.org or 860-364-5041. Have I left anything out that we want to talk about?
Well, just one thing. You can see a lineup of our books and all the authors at our designated website, SharonBookSigning.weebly.com. There you can find out how to buy tickets, which authors are coming, our underwriters, author dinners, etc. Stuff like that there. Yep.
That's right. And there's something for everyone. Kids, cookbooks, gardening, fiction, nonfiction, history, current events, anything you could want. You can get a head start on your Christmas shopping.
Well, we look forward to broadcasting from it every year, and we'll see you guys on August the 2nd.
Great. Thank you so much, Marshall.
I'll shout that. Tequila, first thing you want to shout on a Sunday morning. Good morning. It's a Sunday in the Country with Marshall Miles in the air chair this morning. A reminder that in response to the closing of the only grocery store in Millerton, Northeast Dutchess Transit is providing shopping trips to Freshtown and Amenia on Tuesdays and Fridays. Rides will be leaving the Northeast Community Center at 1 o'clock. If a client is unable to get to the Northeast Community Center, someone will pick up the client at home if it works within the the schedule. Now, you must pre-register, though. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. Seating is limited. The round-trip fee is $5. Future trips will be planned to go to places like ShopRite, Acme, Walmart, and Stop and Shop. If you'd like to register a ride or get more information, 518-592-1399. As we head towards the top of the hour, a reminder, a couple of different pancake breakfasts this morning. Wasaic Fire Company Pancake Breakfast and Bake Sale runs to 11 o'clock this morning. Eggs and omelets to order, French toast, pancakes, bacon, sausage, home fries, coffee and juice, and also plenty of baked goods for sale. It's at the Firehouse Road location in Wasaic. And the annual Family Buffet Breakfast during Railroad Days happening today until 11 o'clock at the North Canyon Volunteer Ambulance Squad. The annual Family Breakfast includes pancakes, French toast, bacon, sausage, scrambled eggs, home fries, coffee, tea, orange juice. This year, entry to the breakfast will be by donation only, okay? No per-person charge. They hope to see a lot of people there this morning. Those are the two pancake breakfasts going on this morning in our area. And one additional reminder for the rest of you folks who travel in Columbia County, Route 2 between Dutchess County 51 and Dutchess County 50 is closed for about another 3 weeks. They're repairing County Route 2 bridge, which is just east of the Taconic Parkway. What does that mean? Well, it means the detour goes from Dutchess County 50, 199, and Dutchess County 51. Now, if you're going from the Taconic going north, you exit at 199, not Jackson Corners. And if you're on Taconic going south, you exit at 82. All right? Have all that information down? Well, I certainly hope so. We're going to head to the top of the hour now with some more great music here on Sunday in the Country on Robin Hood Radio.
I remember looking up to him, and I remember most of the time he wasn't there. I'd be waiting at the door when he got home at night. He'd pass me by to go pass out in his chair, and I'd say, walk a little straighter, Daddy, you're swaying side to side. Your footsteps make me dizzy, and no matter how I try, I keep tripping and stumbling. If you look down here, you'd see, walk a little straighter, Daddy, you're leading me. Gym on graduation day, and I couldn't help but feel so ashamed, and I wasn't surprised a bit when he didn't stay. He stumbled out before they called my name, and I thought, walk a little straighter, Daddy, you're swaying side to side. It's not just me who's watching, you've caught everybody's eye, and you're tripping and stumbling. And even though I've turned 18, walk a little straighter, Daddy, you're still leading me. Was, but I love him anyway. If I've learned one thing from him, it's my kids will never have to say, walk a little straighter, Daddy, you're swaying side to side. Your footsteps make me dizzy, and no matter how I try, if you look down here, you'd see, walk a little straighter, Daddy, you're leading me. breaks. Walk away as if I don't care. Learn to shoulder my mistakes. I'm built to fade like your favorite song. Get reckless when there's no need. Laugh as your stories ramble on. Break my heart but it won't bleed. My only friends are pirates. It's just who I am. But I'm better as a memory than as your man. I'm never sure when the truth won't do. I'm pretty good on a lonely night. I move on the way a storm blows through. I never stay, but then again I might. I struggle sometimes to find the words. Always sure until I die. Walk a line until it blurs. Build walls too high to climb out. But I'm honest to a fault. It's just who I am. And I'm better as a memory than as your man. I see you leaning. You're bound to fall. I don't want to be that mistake. I'm just a dreamer, nothing more. You should know it before it gets too late. 'Cause goodbyes are like a roulette wheel. You never know where they're gonna land. First you're spinning, then you're standing still. Left holding a losing hand. But one day you're gonna find someone, and right away you'll know it's true. That all of your seeking's done was just a part of the passing through. Right there in that moment, you'll finally understand that I was better as a memory than as your man. Better as a memory than as your man.
Robin Hood Radio is WHDD AM and FM Sharon, WBSL FM Sheffield, and WLHV FM Annandale on Hudson.
Robin Hood, and his bag of crabs. We know where you live, we know where you bank. Robin Hood, slightly off, but very good.
Robin Hood Radio, slightly off, but very good.
The smallest NPR station in the nation.
It's 10 o'clock. Here's check on stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. A couple more events to go today during Canaan Railroad Days. For a full schedule of events and listings going on today, CanaanRailroadDays.com or on Facebook, Canaan Railroad Days. Also going on today is one of the biggest rail rides around, the 8th annual Harlem Valley Rail Ride, which will be up and down the Harlem Valley. Just be careful for bikers on the road. Litchfield County Choral Union, directed by Jonathan Babbitt, celebrating its 120th season, a presentation of familiar and beloved opera choruses and arias. That'll happen today at 3 o'clock at the Music Shed at the Alan Mattel Estate, Steckle Road in Norfolk. Also, the Sunday evening concerts continue on the north deck at the Canaan Depot tonight. The next concert tonight will feature Shade Trees Jazz Mechanics. It's put on by the Cranford Club, produced by the Music Lab. If it rains, it moves indoors at the depot. I'm Marshall Miles for Robin Hood Radio.
Here is your Robin Hood Radio Tri-State forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 77 degrees.
Underwriting support from Associated Lightning Rod, Route 22 in Millerton, installing lightning protection for homes and businesses for well over 50 years. 518-789-4603, ALRCI.com on the web. Sagala Turnkey Housing, Route 7 in Canaan, an authorized independent builder for Westchester Modular Homes. 860-824-0019, Sagalas.com. Roaring Oaks Florist in Lakeville, Connecticut. Unique designs with personal attention. RoaringOaksFlorist.com. Dave's TV, Route 44 in Millerton, New York. Everything for home entertainment, video, audio, satellite TV. 518-789-3881. DavesTV.net. McEnroe Organic Farm Market, Route 22 in Millerton, open year-round 7 days a week. 518-789-4191. McEnroeOrganicFarm.com. Northeast Muffler, Route 22 in Millerton, New York. 518-789-3669. On Facebook, Northeast Muffler. If it's a Sunday morning, it's around 10 o'clock on a Sunday in the country. That means it's time to bring in Willie Hallahan from Sporting a Cause, sportingacause.com, a website dedicated to publicizing events that are fundraisers that have a connection with sports. And let's bring him in. He's probably going to be the next pitcher for the Yankees, the way the Yankees pitchers have been performing against the Red Sox. Here he is, Willie Hallahan. Good morning, Willie.
Good morning, Marshall. Well, if an outfielder can pitch in a game when they run out of pitchers, I guess maybe there's hope for us.
I think there's got to be hope for us, especially with I think any of us could start for the Yankees from now. But anyways,
so
it is. All right, so so what's going on?
Well, first I just wanted to mention the success of the Fairview Hospital bystander CPR program that they put on last Thursday. It was part of Family Fun Night, which was part of Canaan Railroad Days, and there was a lot of activity on the field, Lawrence Field, Thursday evening, and one of them was this bystander CPA. They had a CPR rather. And my website had offered to donate $5 per person for people who did it, just to get people involved. And 30 people did it, so it was great. It was a win-win-win. Fairview Hospital was happy. 30 people got to learn it, and the Canaan Ambulance got a nice donation. So that was successful, and I'm happy about that. Today, pretty much as we are speaking, there are a couple running events of note. Speaking of Canaan Railroad Days, their 5-mile run is taking place. It starts right at Lawrence Field where the CPR thing was, and that benefits the YMCA. Also over in Millbrook, I love some of the names of these events. The Junkyard Dogs Hilltopper Half Marathon is taking place. That benefits the Lustgarten Foundation for pancreatic cancer research. And also going on today, and this is something people should know about, there's the Harlem Valley Rail Ride. It starts at Eddie Collins Field. There was camping there last night. Hundreds and hundreds of bicycle riders are in town over Millerton today. They have a choice of, this is a non-competitive ride. It's not a race. And people have a choice of 8 different riding distances from 23 up to 100 miles. So these people are riding all over the place. They're using the rail trail, they're using secondary roads, but they're also on 22, especially where they're entering and exiting Eddie Collins Field. So if you're a motorist, we've talked about this before, the challenges of bicyclists and motorists on the same road. Just be careful, because these people are going to be all over the place. Hundreds of them. They're I think 200 to 100-mile rides, so they range all over the place. So just be aware of that.
So if you don't like to ride with bicycles on the road, just don't go into the 22 area today.
That's right.
You just stay away from it. Don't aggravate yourself or endanger yourself or the bikers.
Exactly. The good thing is for the longer rides, people get spread out. On the shorter rides, people are going to be there's going to be lines of bicycles, but on the farther ranging rides, especially the 100-mile rides, people there's distance between them. You'll go by a rider, and then 100 yards or further up, they might find another one. But the biggest challenge is when there are groups of them, and they should be riding single file because they're supposed to. That's the law. But just as you say, you just got to be careful or just avoid the areas. There's another ride coming up later in the week, and I'll talk about that in a second. Tomorrow, though, is over at the Torrington Country Club, beautiful golf course, is the 10th annual Salisbury Youth Hockey Golf Tournament. I play in that every year. It's a fun event and benefits a great cause. Salisbury Youth Hockey is a very vibrant organization, has been for years, and a worthy cause and a great event. Torrington Country Club really takes care of people in their tournaments.
I hate that par 3 that goes down a hill. You shoot over a pond, and it's a raised green. I have to use to reach that par. It's a par 3. I have to use a 3-wood when I used to golf to reach that par 3.
Water can be intimidating, but in and of itself.
Water, trees, anything. So I had to use a 3-wood. Everybody thought I was going to hit it out on the road, but I just barely made the green each time.
Whatever gets you on the green. You don't worry about the long ball hitters. They can use whatever. They can use their pitching wedges if they want. But anyway, that's tomorrow. And next Saturday and Sunday, both days, it's a 2-day show, the Bantam Lake Ski Club Water Ski Show. This is quite the extravaganza. It's the 61st year. It's been going on forever. It's been held at Bantam Lake, the Bantam Lake Ski Club. And this is like a professional show. These water skiers do incredible things. There'll be a dozen of them water skiing, and they're on top of each other's shoulders, making a pyramid. They do all kinds of crazy stuff, and they do it 2 different days, both Saturday and Sunday. It's very price friendly. It's like $10 a carload to go and watch, so it costs you very little if you got a few people. And again, that's both Friday and Saturday at Bantam Lake, and that benefits a lot of activities around Bantam Lake. There's a cleanup. They offer a CPR course and other projects that this show helps underwrite. Next Sunday, this is the 4th, Guido's Grade 8-mile race up in Great Barrington. It starts and ends in the Guido's Marketplace parking lot. And that benefits the Porchlight VNA, their nurse training program up in Massachusetts. That same day, next Sunday, is another bicycle ride. This is called the Tour of the Litchfield Hills. And it centers around Coe Park in Torrington, but because they have several long rides, bicyclists will be coming up in our neck of the woods. Again, they expect 1,000 people on bicycles. Like the Harlem Valley Rail Ride, it's a non-competitive ride. They offer several distances from 12 up to 100 miles. They have some walks, too. There's 2-3 walks of 2 to 6 mile distances. But anyway, again, the highways and byways are going to be see many bicyclists, so be careful. This is next Sunday, a week from today. And that event benefits the Cancer Care Fund of the Litchfield Hills, and they raised like $90,000 last year for this fund. It's a huge moneymaker. A lot of people involved. And also next Sunday is the Norfolk Land Trust Fun 5K. This starts at Lovers Lane Trailhead in Norfolk. This is a free event, and not to be confused with the Norfolk Land Trust Rail Trail race later in the season. That's a fundraiser event. This is just a free fun event. It's part of the weekend in Norfolk that's going on this weekend. There's a lot of stuff going on in our neck of the woods. And it's free, and just to bring get people out into the fresh air and to gain awareness about the land trust properties, and that's about it. It's a nice mix of events for the next upcoming week. There's a water show, there are golf tournaments, there are running races, there are bicycling tours. A little something for everybody, Marshall.
And the weather appears we're going to have summertime weather throughout the whole thing, and we'll hope it doesn't get too hot, so everybody out there and have a good time. But and I wish the Salisbury Redhawks a lot of luck in raising a lot of money. That program is an amazing feeder program. For kids playing hockey. I mean, when you see soccer feeder programs, they tend to phase out. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what, the Salisbury Redhawks, it's just an amazing program that they have.
It is, and the coaching is the people who are dedicated to it. It's just unbelievable. And they start like tiny. I mean, I don't know what the age is, but they look like 3-year-olds. They're probably a little older than that, but they start very young, and they range right up to high school age. And you're right, they're feeder programs for the next generation of hockey players. It's good to see.
Yeah, just look at the Hoosier hockey team, how successful they've been over the years, and they're successful because, the kids are on those skates, I think, from when they're 3 years old on up.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, you can't strap on skates for the first time as a 16-year-old and expect to do well. And they win. They win tournaments all the time. It's a high level of competition, and it's a great program. I've known several kids who've gone through it, and I always play in their tournament to be supportive. And no, you're right. It's a great program.
All right. Well, more information on all these and other events, of course, at sportingacause.com. Willie, have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll speak to you next week.
All right, Marshall, you do the same. Thanks.
On your side of the bed, there's a picture of our wedding day. A clock that don't work and the Bible that your daddy gave. It's on the windowside where the moon creeps in at night. Staring at the ceiling, lying here all alone. I said a prayer for you, then I said one of my own. But you don't reach for me when you lie down quietly. Tell me how do you get so far away? All we have left are the memories of the love we made. Are you sleeping with your own regret on your side of the bed?
On your side of the bed, there's a burnout candle flame. A letter I started, but I didn't know what to say. No, I couldn't write it down, so I'll try to say it now.
Tell me how do you get so far away? All we have left are the memories of the love we made. Are you sleeping with your own regret on your side of the bed?
Aren't you even gonna make a sound?
Your side of the bed. Turn the other way when I turn the lights down. Your side of the bed. Are you lonely like I'm lonely? How do you get so far away? All we have left are the memories of the love we made. Are you sleeping with your own regret? Tell me how do you get so far away? All we have left are the memories of the love we made. Are you sleeping with your own regret on your side of the bed? On your side of the bed. Are you still awake on your side of the bed?
Robin Hood Radio on Sunday in the Country. Good morning. What a nice morning we have. Nice day yesterday. Having a beautiful summertime weekend. We'll check the forecast in a few minutes here on Robin Hood Radio. This weekend was a busy weekend. Well, it's still busy because this morning we have the Wassaic Fire Company Auxiliary Pancake Breakfast and Bake Sale. That's going on until 11 o'clock this morning on Firehouse Road. And up in North Canaan, the annual Family Buffet Breakfast going on at the North Canaan Volunteer Ambulance Building till 11 o'clock. This year, entry to the breakfast will be by donation only. There's no per-person charge. I hope to see a lot of people out there this morning. That goes on to 11 as well. But coming up next weekend, what a busy weekend we have. Of course, on Friday night, it is the annual summer book signing at the Hotchkiss Library in Sharon. We will be there. Lots of different authors. Lots of great food. What a great night out. You can get admission there by bringing cash, check, or even credit card. Buy your books, bring books to be signed, and and much, much more. Of course, the book sale at the Hotchkiss Library goes on all weekend long through Sunday. And then on Saturday, on the green in Sharon, is the Arts and Crafts show. Over 60 artists and craftsmen will be on the Sharon Green, once again put together by the Sharon Rec Department, and we will be there in front of 67 Main Street, broadcasting from there as well. So, a lot to see and do this weekend and next weekend. Just about every weekend in the tri-state region. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here. It's Robin Hood Radio and the Robin Hood Radio Network with Sunday in the Country. Radio, Sunday in the Country. Marshall Miles. We've got a great community. Of course, Millerton lost its only full-service supermarket. In response to that, the Northeast Community Center, Northeast Dutchess Transit, providing shopping trips now to Freshtown and Amenia on Tuesdays and Fridays. You'll leave the Northeast Community Center at 1. If you're unable to get to the Northeast Community Center, they'll arrange someone to pick you up if it works within the schedule. Now, you got to pre-register because it's on a first-come, first-served basis. Seating is limited. The round-trip fee is just $5. Now, they are planning future trips to ShopRite, Acme, Walmart, and Stop & Shop. If you want to register or get more information, contact them. 518-592-1399, extension 5. That's 518-592-1399, extension 5.
Underwriting support from Curtis Insurance Agency, 49 Main Street, North Canaan. Complete insurance programs for personal and commercial coverages. It's 860-824-7327, curtisinsurance.com. Century Acquisitions, family owned and operated since 1964, serving the concrete needs of southern Berkshire County and northern Litchfield County for over 60 years. 49 Clayton Road, Sheffield. BondedConcrete.com.
Hi, I'm Eric from Misa's Pizza Lakeville, and I support our local NPR radio station, WHDD.
To show your support for the nation's smallest NPR affiliate, you can do it one of three ways. You can go online, RobinHoodRadio.com, click on Make a Donation. You can mail a check, address it to WHCD 67 Main Street, Sharon, Connecticut 06069. Make the check payable to Tri-State Public Communications. Or you can phone in a credit card request at 860-364-4640.
It's 22 past the hour.
Oh, the world is a big old dance hall with a carpet of grassy green, lit up by the stars and soft moonbeams. Mother Nature, she plays a jukebox in the language of every land. She'll provide the music, all we gotta do is dance. So get in line, we can move together. Get in line, don't you feel the beat? Let's take steps to make the world better. Get in line, come and dance with me. Get in line, come and dance with me. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, we all wanna kick our heels up. We all love to twist and twirl. There's as many styles as boys and girls. Now as we step to our planet's rhythm, listen to Mother Nature's call, and we'll be the pride of the planet Earth dance hall. So get in line, we can move together. Get in line, don't you feel the beat? Let's take steps to make the world better. Get in line, come and dance with me. Get in line, come and dance with me. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Get in line, we can move together. Get in line, don't you feel the beat? Let's take steps to make the world better. Get in line, come and dance with me. Get in line, come and dance with me. Let's take steps to make the world better. Get in line, come and dance with me. Get in line, come and dance with me.
Robin Hood Radio, Tracy Bird, get in line, or else like John Panette used to say, get out of the line, get out of the line. Marshall Miles with you. It's Sunday in the Country on Robin Hood Radio. This is Andy Griggs.
She said she didn't love him, and maybe she never really did. She could move back to her mama's, and they could split time with the kids. She just noticed her first touch of gray. She don't want to wait, not one more day. This ain't no practice life. We only get one shot, and our love ain't thrown away. It's all we've got. And nobody goes around life. There's 60 hours on his time card, and it's only Thursday night. His kids are growing up without him, and he's about to lose his wife. So he puts down the papers and he picks up the phone and says, son, tell your mama I'm a coming home. It ain't no practice life. We only get one shot, and our love ain't thrown away. It's all we've got, and nobody goes around twice, 'cause this ain't no practice life. So much to do with so little time. That clock on the wall is gonna rob us all blind. It ain't no practice life. We only get one shot, and our love ain't thrown away. It's all we've got. No, it ain't no practice life. We only get one shot, and our love ain't thrown away. It's all we've got. Yeah, nobody goes around twice, 'cause this ain't no practice life. This ain't no practice life. It ain't no practice life.
On Robin Hood Radio, Sunday of the Country, a reminder once again, the pancake breakfast, which go on for about another half hour or so, if you still have time to get there. Wasaic Fire Company Auxiliary Pancake Breakfast and Bake Sale goes on to 11 o'clock at the Firehouse Road location in Wasaic. You can eat there or take it out. And the annual Family Buffet Breakfast going on this morning during Railroad Days at the North Canyon Volunteer Ambulance Building. That runs to 11 o'clock. By the way, this year entry to that breakfast is by donation only. There's no per-person charge. They hope to see a lot of people out there. You got about another half hour to get to both those events this morning here in our tri-state region. Programming and underwriting support for Robin Hood Radio from Dino's Pizza, 24 Millerton Road in Lake. Pizza, Stromboli's, calzones, lunch, dinner, eat-in, take-out, and delivery too. 860-435-2299, dinospizza.net. On the web. 1:30 on Robin Hood Radio.
Here is your Robin Hood Radio tri-state forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 80 degrees.
I see the busy bee buzzing and his caterpillar cousin go crawling across the grass. Butterflies flutter by in the sunny summer sky, and ants go marching past. I hold a shiny little leaf, pick up a rock to see what's underneath. Watch a bird fly and wish that I had wings. Sometimes I wonder about lightning and thunder and why the clouds roll round. What makes a rainbow? How does a garden grow right up out of the ground? It may not seem like much to sun goes down, I'll be hanging around with the flickering fireflies, the hollowing moonbeams, dreaming my big dreams, counting the stars in the sky. It may not seem like much to you, but I'll be busy tomorrow too, just sitting here contemplating the nature of things. No, it may not seem like much to you, but this is what I love to do, just sitting here contemplating the nature of things.
It's Robin Hood Radio, Sunday in the Country. We go from Randy Travis to the Eli Young Band, When It Rains. I hope it doesn't rain too much today. Maybe a thunderstorm, maybe not. We'll check the forecast in just a few minutes.
Give me skies of black and blue, the way you make me feel. Give me skies of green and red, cold winds that make it real. Storms are brewing deep within, of hurt and loss and pride. It's good to see the world in pain when I take a walk outside. When it rains, I don't mind being lonely. Cry right along with the sky. When it rains, I don't pretend to be happy. I don't even have to try. When it rains, some people get down. They're sporting and frown, so fit right in. Yeah, the sun may brighten your day, but if I had my way, I'd take the rain. I don't care about politics or the hypocrites on my TV. I'm not mad at the girl who left 'cause she couldn't be with me. So make up your theories about the scandals and the lies. You start out depressed, then everything comes as a pleasant surprise. When it rains, I don't mind being lonely. Cry right along with the sky. When it rains, I don't pretend to be happy. I don't even have to try. When it rains, some people get down. They're sporting and frown, so fit right in. Yeah, the sun may brighten your day, but if I had my way, I'd take the rain. When it rains, I don't mind being lonely. Cry right along with the sky. When it rains, I don't pretend to be happy. I don't even have to try. When it rains, I don't mind being lonely. Cry right along with the sky. When it rains, I don't pretend to be happy. I don't even have to try. When it rains, some people get down. They're sporting and frown, so fit right in. Yeah, the sun may brighten your day, but if I had my way, I'd take the rain.
Good morning. Caught me by surprise. I was clacking along with the music here. Marshall Miles in the air chair this morning. I'd like to remind you about these free meal programs for kids in our region. There's a couple of, actually, there's 3 different locations where kids can get free meals throughout the summer. The Northeast Community Center Summer Lunchbox Program is held weekdays through August 1st from 11:30 in the morning till 12:30 at the Northeast Millerton Library. The lunches are free. Any kid up to the age of 18 can take part in the program. Lunches must be eaten at the library, and adults, by the the way, can go along, purchase lunch for $4. There's no registration required. Adult supervision is required, though, for your children under the age of 10. Of course, the library located at 75 Main Street. Now, at the same time, the free summer meal programs continue at both the Wingdale Elementary School and Dover Elementary School, Monday through Friday through August the 9th. It's free. For kids, no residency, no citizenship rules, no registration, no forms to fill out. It's a nutritious meal as well. The meals are served at the Wingdale Elementary School. Breakfast 8 until 9:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. Lunch 11:30 till 1, Monday through Friday. And the Dover Elementary School, breakfast from 8 until 9:30 in the morning and lunch from 11:30 until 1. Once again, this runs through August the 9th. By the way, at both those locations, cafeteria is only open when the meals are being offered.
Programming and underwriting support from Picante's Southwest Mexican Grill, 227 Main Street, Lakeville, offering fresh, authentic Mexican cuisine. Now with a full-service bar. Wednesdays are margarita nights. They're open daily, 860-596-4225. On the web, picanteslakeville.com, and you'll also find them on Facebook.
Underwriting support from Sharon Hospital, which received an A rating in the Leapfrog Group's 2019 Hospital Safety Grade, given to fewer than one-third of hospitals nationwide. Patients receive high-quality care at Sharon Hospital, giving them confidence of being in the right place. Learn more, healthquest.org/Sharon. The Robin Hood Radio Network. You might say to yourself, what is the Robin Hood Radio Network? Well, it's a combination of radio stations put together so everybody in the tri-state area can listen to Robin Hood Radio, which is WHDD, AM 1020 and FM 91.9, the smallest NPR station in the nation. In Northwest Connecticut, of course, AM 1020 and also FM 91.9. In the South County area of Massachusetts, AM 1020 WHDD and WBSL FM 91.7. Now, when you travel the Route 7 corridor from Mohawk Mountain down to Kent, Connecticut, you can listen to Robin Hood Radio on FM 97.5 FM. And when you travel the Route 22 corridor from Millerton, New York down to Pauling, well, then it's FM 97.5 FM once again for WHDD. In New York State, Eastern Ulster, Eastern Windham County, it's WLHV FM 88.1. In South Greene County, in all of Columbia County, and Northern Dutchess County, it's WLHV FM 88.1. There you go. That's the course, that's the primer, that's the information. Robin Hood Radio is on the Robin Hood Radio Network, and the Robin Hood Radio Network can be heard throughout the tri-state region in New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. WHCD, it's 40 minutes past the hour.
Here is your Robin Hood Radio Tri-State forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 80 degrees.
Now, once again, in our region, it's time for another weekend of activities. Well, actually, where we live, we have weekend activities 12 months a year because we really are in a vacation spot here in the northwest corner of Connecticut and also southeast Massachusetts, southwest Massachusetts, and eastern New York. But over the past several years, an event has cropped up every winter and every summer. It's turned into a very, very, very big event, and it's a great event because it's called A Weekend in Norfolk, Connecticut, and there's a winter edition and there's a summer edition. It is coming up this summer, August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It's really the first weekend in August every year. But with us, we have one of the organizing committee, Ned Barron, and also someone who has got some put together the art show and is an artist himself, Tom Hollis. Ned and Tom, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome. A pleasure.
It's my pleasure also.
We will start off with the member of the organizing committee. All right. The more I take a look, by the way, while we're talking and while you folks are listening to this, weekendinnorfolk.org, weekendinnorfolk.org, there's a full full website full of information. All you have to do is right at the top, they've got summer weekend, visit, music, art, nature, kids. You'll find everything there is to know about it at that website as well. But first, I guess we'll start off with you, Ned, and talk a little bit about the 3-day weekend and just the plethora and variation of activities that you have offered up here.
Well, it really is an amazing lineup this year of events. We have over 80 events that are scheduled over 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as you had mentioned. And just as an overview, Weekend in Norfolk, which we call WIN for short, is a multi-day set of special events put on by almost every group in the community. And it celebrates all aspects of Norfolk. Its natural beauty, its cultural richness, its history of civic engagement, and its amazing community spirit. Each group is responsible for organizing its own event within the established framework, which that's the organizing committee that I'm part of. And so we set the organizing committee sets the framework, we coordinate the events, and publicize the overall weekend with help from other volunteers. But the WIN weekends bring Norfolk residents together both to cooperate and to have fun, but its ultimate goal is to showcase Norfolk's special qualities and attractions to visitors and potential new residents. And it's intended to bring visitors to town to shop, stay overnight, eat in our restaurants, and to hopefully want them to come back. And eventually we hope that we'll hook some of them into buying property, living here, putting their children in our great schools, and then joining the town's volunteer pool.
All right, now, Tom, I'll talk to you about this, and you are really involved with the Artists and Friends, the annual art exhibition, right?
Yes, indeed. This year will be our 11th annual art show.
Now, what I find interesting, just looking at your website, you've got, even though this weekend in Norfolk is scheduled for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, you've had 2 early bird bonus events, and Tom, will go to you first because the first early bird bonus event, August 1st from 5 till 7, is the preview for that art show, right?
Yes, indeed, that's true. This is our first year we're having that sneak preview.
And then you're going to have the Emerging Artist Showcase, which is also at the Yale Music Shed on Battelle Road, and an open mic night as well on the 1st at 8 o'clock in the evening at Infinite.
Right. Now, the Emerging Artist Showcase is actually a musicians, the musician fellows from the Yale Summer Chamber Music Festival. That will be a concert.
Okay, so that'll be a concert. So on top of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, from the middle afternoon to late evening on that bonus day, the 1st, there's lots of nice things going on for people.
There's lots of things. It's a very cultural event. It's outdoors. There's walking tours. There's hikes. There are so many things that are happening. There's something really for everyone.
Now, Ned, let's just get an overview. Do you have a couple of these events? By the way, once again, you can find out all the different events, and I mean there are tons of them at Norfolk, weekendinnorfolk.org, also on their Facebook page, Weekend in Norfolk. But do you have a couple of favorite events that you see on the schedule that each year?
Well, one of the things, I really love the outdoors. One of the things that really attracted me to Norfolk and one of the reasons why I moved there was the natural resources that we have in town. We have the Norfolk Land Trust, which has miles and miles of hiking trails, and we also have 4 state parks in the town, which is pretty amazing, and I don't know if there is any other town in the state of Connecticut that has 4 state parks in it. But one of my favorite events to do is what's called, and put on by the Norfolk Land Trust, is called Hike the Peaks Challenge. And what it is during the 3 days that people are challenged to hike Land Trust trails, and some of those trails are in the state parks, to hike the 6 peaks, the highest points in the town. And if you successfully do that, then you are rewarded with a T-shirt given to you by the Norfolk Land Trust. So that's one of my favorite things to do. But there are an amazing amount of things going on this year. Especially, we have 3 inns in town, and all 3 of them are hosting open houses this year with food tastings, music, and holistic healing demos, and a couple of new events that we have this year. We have a Tai Chi class that's taking place on our town green. We have a walking tour of Norfolk's industrial path, and really interestingly is the e-bike test rides and information sessions that are going to be going on throughout the weekend, which I think for a lot of us that's a pretty interesting event that's going to be taking place.
It's funny that you brought that up, because one of the things I have here on my computer in front of me that I selected to ask you about was that. I think my neighbor just bought an e-bike. Lots of people are buying e-bikes because it enables them, I think, it's a little safer and easier to navigate and go on some of these bike rides up the hilly terrain that we have. And with the advancement with batteries, it really is amazing how long they last.
It is amazing, and I think that there are a lot of people in, I don't want to say the aging population, but they're, me included, they're getting a little older, and the e-bikes just are making biking more doable and accessible to people who otherwise wouldn't be doing it. So it's I think it's really going to change the bike industry, especially in this area, because of the hills, as you mentioned.
You know, another thing that I always liked from the onset with the weekend in Norfolk, I don't know how many people do this. I've been married without taking revows 3 times myself, and that's not revows or renewing my vows. But on August 2nd from 3 to 5, you can get married or renew your vows in Norfolk on the Village Green.
That's a pretty interesting and unusual event, but it is there. Some people take up the offer every year, and we're hoping that we're going to have 1 or more couples that are going to renew their vows or get married for the first time.
Now, Tom, let's get back to you and talk about art, because it's one thing our area is known for far and wide, and that is the wide and various arts that go on. So let's talk a little bit about the art that's going to be presented, not only that opening night, but also throughout the event.
Well, with the Norfolk Artists and Friends art show, we have 32 artists exhibiting their work, so that will be the Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday. But we also have many other wonderful things. We have Christopher Little exhibiting his photographs at the Norfolk Library during the weekend. We have watercolors being exhibited at the Hub by Leslie Watkins, as well as I have a show at the Norfolk Hub of my abstract paintings. There are just really a lot of things. The stained glass windows at the Battelle Chapel will be exhibited. So there's really a lot of opportunities for people to explore the visual arts. We also have a wood-turning demonstration in the plaza and down in the center of Norfolk on Sunday. So there's really a lot of things to whet your artistic appetite.
And I guess this kind of is it nice, because I think you also have one of the more interesting and more full farmers markets that happens in Norfolk, and that is also probably, just because it's there, another very, very popular part of this weekend, I would figure.
Indeed it is, and what's interesting over the last couple of years, as well as having a fabulous outdoor market featuring, the goods grown by our local farmers, we also have people presenting their artistic and hobby items for sale as well. So it's turning into a really well-rounded farmers market.
And I see other things like I see open house like at the Curling Club. I see the Blackberry River Inn from 1 to 4. I mean, there really is a lot of other activities that tie this all together. And then,
indeed, historic homes are being toured. There's walking tours. The Historical Museum has events happening there, so it's really amazing.
Well, once again, it is Weekend in Norfolk, the summer edition. And the summer weekend is coming up, like we always say, the first weekend in August, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But They have the August 1st. They have those events that start in the afternoon. Once again, more information on all this and much, much more is available on their website, weekendinnorfolk.org. And if you are a member on Facebook, by the way, they also have a Facebook page, Weekend in Norfolk. Guys, I mean, have a great weekend once again with this summer edition. And are you guys both as involved in the winter one, or do you leave other people to handle the winter ones?
Well, that's a tricky question.
I'm sorry, go
Depends
ahead.
on the year for me.
What about you, Ned?
Yeah, I was involved in organizing this past year's winter weekend in Norfolk.
All right. Well, keep up the great work. I think this is a great addition for people, another reason for people to come visit our area, because not only when they visit Norfolk, but they get to travel through the rest of Northwest Connecticut and our adjacent areas as well, which brings success to everybody. So keep up the good work, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marshall.
Deep as the ocean, bright as rain, this powerful emotion lifts me up above the plain, taking me to places I never thought I'd go, showing me a grace I never thought I'd know. When I feel like I can't go on, you deliver me. And when the road is winding and way too long, you deliver me. You deliver me. I feel like a sinner whose sins have been washed clean, an absolute beginner whose heart has never seen. I must be forgiven for sometimes asking why I was chosen to be given you in this life. When I feel like I can't go on, you deliver me. And when the road is winding and way too long, you deliver me. You deliver me. When there's a distance between what I am and who I wanna be, you deliver me. When I feel like I can't go on, you deliver me. And when the road is winding and way too long, you deliver me. When I feel like
wow, we're through 2 hours already, and we're coming up on the final portion of the show. Marshall Miles here with you till 12 noon. Faith Hill takes us to the top of the hour.
It's late enough, all you kids should be home. The policeman says that it takes your beer for his own. You remember wondering what his wife thought about his occupation. He knows that you were just chasing a dream to the town line and backing over again. So he winks at you girls and tells you all, I'll see you later. I was stealing kisses from a boy, now I'm begging affection from a man in my house dress. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? Standing in your kitchen. It's late enough, your husband's dinner is cold, so we wrap it up and leave it for him on the stove. It's probably the traffic again, another important meeting. You haven't talked to an adult all day except for your neighbor who drives you crazy. When you finally get sent, he's sure not in the mood for talking. I was stealing kisses from a boy, now I'm begging affection from a man in my house dress. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? I'm standing in your kitchen. Hours become days, days become years, and you could burn down this town if they made matches from fear. 'Cause you're no worse off than anybody else. Hey, don't you even know? Don't you even know yourself? So you're standing outside your high school door, the ones you walked through 20 years before, and you whisper to all the girls, run, run, run. I was stealing kisses from a boy, now I'm begging affection from a man in my house dress. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? Take a look at who I am. Take a look at who I am. I'm stealing kisses. Stealing kisses.
Robin Hood Radio is WHDD AM and FM Sharon, WBSL FM Sheffield, and WLHV FM Annandale on Hudson.
The smallest NPR station in the nation.
Let's check on stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. A couple more events to go today during Canaan Railroad Days. For a full schedule of events and listings going on today, CanaanRailroadDays.com or on Facebook, Canaan Railroad Days. Also going on today is one of the biggest rail rides around, the 8th annual Harlem Valley Rail Ride, which will be up and down the Harlem Valley. Just be careful for bikers on the road. Litchfield County Choral Union, directed by Jonathan Babbitt, celebrating its 120th season, a presentation of familiar and beloved opera choruses and arias. That'll happen today at 3 o'clock at the Music Shed at the Allen Mattel Estate, Steckle Road in Norfolk. Also, the Sunday evening concerts continue on the north deck at the Canaan Depot tonight. The next concert tonight will feature Shade Trees Jazz Mechanics. It's put on by the Cranford Club, produced by the Music Lab. If it rains, it moves indoors at the depot. I'm Marshall Miles for Robin Hood Radio.
Here is your Robin Hood Radio Tri-State forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 80 degrees. Underwriting support from Associated Lightning Rod, Route 22 in Millerton, installing lightning protection for homes and businesses for well over 50 years. 518-789-4603, ALRCI.com on the web. Sagala Turnkey Housing, Route 7 in Canaan, an authorized independent builder for Westchester Modular Homes. 860-824-0019, Sagalas.com. Roaring Oaks Florist in Lakeville, Connecticut. Unique designs with personal attention. RoaringOaksFlorist.com. Dave's TV, Route 44 in Millerton, New York. Everything for home entertainment, video, audio, satellite TV. 518-789-3881. DavesTV.net. McEnroe Organic Farm Market, Route 22 in Millerton, open year-round, 7 days a week. 518-789-4191. McEnroeOrganicFarm.com. Northeast Muffler, Route 22 in Millerton, New York. 518-789-3669. On Facebook, Northeast Muffler.
Morning, everybody. Final hour we kick off here on Sunday in the country. And a lot of great things going on at Catamount for this summer. They have their Treetops program where they've got the ropes courses and it's just zip lines. As a matter of fact, they're installing the longest zip line in the entire United States up there. Anyways, we managed to speak with Rich Edwards, talked a little bit about what goes on at Catamount during the summertime. Well, we've had some cold temperatures at night, even in the mornings now. But the snow's been long gone from Catamount ski area. But that doesn't mean that Catamount isn't hopping with activity, because they are. They've got, of course, the Catamount Aerial Adventure Park. And that, by the way, I do believe has an opening date set for June the 8th. With us right now is Rich Edwards from Catamount. Rich, thanks for joining us today.
I'm glad to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about your transition from winter to summer and the activities that you have that go on at the Aerial Adventure Park.
We're starting our 11th season operating the Aerial Park. And we have 12 self-guided courses. The largest self-guided aerial park in the Northeast. Of the 12 courses, 9 courses are challenge courses, and 3 of the courses are zipline courses.
Now, let's talk a little bit about first of all, you're opening up and what your hours are going to be from when you open up.
The pre-summer schedule is weekends through the end of June, and so we'll go daily starting Saturday the 22nd through Labor Day. The park is closed on Tuesdays, so Wednesday through Monday we'll be operating the aerial park.
And that starts on June 22nd. Up until then, you're only going to be open on weekends.
That's correct. The 8th and the 9th and the 15th and 16th.
Well,
and then we'll go into our daily schedule on the 22nd.
So you've got basically a bunch of different courses and ways where people of varying degrees can participate on these courses, right?
That's correct. There's different levels of ability that we can accommodate, and the 9 climbing courses are separated by color. So we have yellow, green, blue, and black courses. And the easier courses, which are the yellows and the greens, the bridges that people are climbing on are more stable than the bridges on the more difficult courses. They're all secure, but they have less movement under your feet than the more challenging courses. And people offset that instability with balance and agility. The more difficult the course is, people will have to have better balance and agility. You don't need to be a bodybuilder to complete these courses. You just need to think your way through the bridges and to see what the bridges might do as far as movement when you step on planks or rolling logs or cables, and you try and think your way through the course so that you're in balance and you're not struggling so much to stay in balance.
All right, now for people that are going to come to your park that have never been to the Aerial Adventure Park, is there a registration time where they should get there each day when they're coming, and do they need to sign any forms? Or is there anything like that?
That's a good question. Yeah, we do have waiver forms, so people can complete their waiver forms in advance on our website, and that's catamountski.com. And they would go to our summer page for the Aerial Adventure Park. And there's a tab right on the front page of the Adventure Park site that directs them right to the online waiver. If they don't complete a waiver, they can complete at the mountain when they get here. Reservations are highly recommended, and they can make those reservations in advance, online or by phone.
Now, your courses basically are designed for basically anybody from 7 and up, except you do have minimum height and maximum weight restrictions, right?
That's correct. 265 pounds is our weight limit, and the height minimum, I believe, is 48 inches.
Now let's talk a little bit about the zip lines, and are the zip lines probably the most? I'm going to be speaking as a layperson here. Are the zip lines or the bridges? Which is the more? I guess the most popular.
People, they like both. I think what gets people back to Catamount every year are the challenge courses. The zip lines are fun, but what they talk about most are the challenging bridges that they've crossed, and what their strategy was, and they feel good about that. It instills confidence and encouragement amongst friends, and that's what I think is most memorable. The zip lines are more of a reward throughout the courses, and the zip line courses, those are a lot of fun. But as I said, I think what people remember the most are the different bridges that they crossed and how they performed. That's what they speak about most.
We're speaking with Rich Edwards. Catamount, the Aerial Adventure Park, is set to open up weekends and then full-time on June 22nd. And I guess that would make sense because you go on the zip line and it's exhilarating and it's fun, but on the challenge, the bridges, you can continue to improve time after time when you come back.
That's right. And because we have 12 courses, many people, they don't get to experience all 12 courses in one visit. Our session, which they buy a ticket for, is a 3-hour session. We add a half an hour for the safety demonstration and park usage demonstration. And in a 3-hour session, most people can do 4 or 5 courses, and that would complete their 3-hour session generally. So when they do come back another time, they can do other courses. They're not repeating the same ones. Some people like to go back to the same ones because they want to do better on the particular course that they may have had trouble with. And they have a different plan when they do the course a second time. And that's what's fun about the park here at Catamount is the variety. The challenges that they weren't successful at their first time around, they have a better plan this time, and they feel good about the accomplishment.
Once again, the Area Adventure Park is going to be open weekends only, June 8th, but then starting on June 22nd, the hours are going to be from 10 to 6, and that's going to be the full-time opening. And, of course, if people want more information, how to get the registration and everything like that on the web, it's still CatamountTrees.com?
CatamountTrees.com or CatamountSki.com.
All right, Rich, much success for a great summer, and won't be long before we're talking to you about skiing again.
Yes, that would be great. We look forward to that. And before that, I just want everyone to be aware that the Catamount Zip Tour Adventure will be opening midsummer, and we'll be offering the longest zip line in America.
In America?
5,500 feet long.
5,500 feet long?
That's correct.
Wow. All right, and that's going to be opening in midsummer.
That's correct, yes. And they can find out more information at CatamountSki.com.
All right, Rich, thanks for joining us again.
You're welcome. Thank you, Marshall.
Tell us a story, Grandpa. Please.
Many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as can be. Now, this widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and soon the two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law, really changed my life. For my daughter was now my mother, because she was my father's wife. And to complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. Yes, I did. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, and so became my uncle, though it made me very sad. For if he were my uncle, then that also made him brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course was my stepmother, don't you know? Now father's wife then had a son who kept them on the run, and he became my grandchild, for he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. Now if my wife is my grandmother, then I'm her grandchild, and every time I think of it, it nearly drives me wild. 'Cause now I have become the strangest case you ever saw. As husband of my grandmother, I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. Now listen to this. I'm my
Robin Hood Radio, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on The Breakfast Club. Sunday in the country is what it is, not The Breakfast Club. What am I talking about? I have no idea what I'm talking about. Every once in a while, I just slip into my Monday through Friday mood. Railroad Days is wrapping up today, and there's a lot that's going on for the rest of the day up at Railroad Days. As a matter of fact, later on this afternoon, there's live music at the Great Falls Brewing Company, no cover. It's at 3 o'clock. It's by Kaz. At 5:30, of course, on the deck, they have their Sunday evening concerts put on by the Cranford Club. And then at 7 o'clock tonight at the Great Falls Brewing Company, they have Stump Trivia from 7 till 9 o'clock. It's free to play. All abilities are welcome, and there are prizes for first, second, and third place as well. So, nice way to wrap up Railroad Days, North Canaan, Connecticut. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Baby, when I look at you with your hair falling down and your baby blues, standing there across the room, I get so lost in the way you move. It makes me reminisce back to years ago on a night like this, teary-eyed as you took my hand, and I told you that I'd be your man. So many things have come, so many things have gone. One thing that stayed the same is our love still going strong. Baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams has shattered all doubts. It feels good to prove them wrong. Just living our love song. Oh, darling, would you look at me with my heart beating fast and my shaking knees? It's pretty hard to believe after all these years I still need you this badly. You're dancing in my arms with a spotlight moon and a sea of stars. Oh, girl, we've come so far. Everything I want is everything that you are. Just wanna lay you down, say I love you without a sound. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby, just look at us. All this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People say
Good morning, everybody. This is Sunday in the Country. A reminder once again, if you drive in Columbia County, if you drive on the Taconic Parkway, that Columbia County Route 2 between Dutchess County 51 and Dutchess County 50 is closed. It'll be closed for about another 3 weeks, they think. They've got repairs going on the County Route 2 bridge just east of the Taconic Parkway. That means there's detours. If you're heading on the Taconic Parkway going north, exit at Route 199, not at Jackson Corners. And if you're heading south, exit at Route 82. All right. That for about the next 3 weeks or so till they get all that construction completed.
Programming and underwriting support from Stadium System Retail Store, Ashley Falls Road, Canaan. With all your shoe needs taken care of. Red Wing, Irish Setter, work boots, along with New Balance sneakers and Merrill shoes. For nasty weather, they also offer Muck boots. More information, 860-824-4300. You'll also find them on Facebook.
I'm Frank from Petpuri in Lakeville, Connecticut, and I support our local NPR station, WHDD.
To show your support for the nation's smallest NPR affiliate, you can do it one of 3 ways. You can go online, RobinHoodRadio.com, click on Make a Donation. You can mail a check, address it to WHDD 67 Main Street, Sharon, Connecticut, 06069. Make the check payable to Tri-State Public Communications. Or you can phone in a credit card request at 860-364-4640.
It's 22 past the hour.
If your dream house is a double wide trailer sitting back in the holler on a country road, then baby that's where we'll go. If you don't want to settle down, we can bounce around from town to town, and that's fine with me. If you want to just ride the breeze, I'll go anywhere. West Virginia, baby, I don't care. Mexico on a wild hair. Have you ever seen California? Pick a spot on any old map. I travel light and my bags are packed. Just as long
Well into our final hour here on a Sunday in the Country here on Robin Hood Radio and the Robin Hood Radio Network. I'm Marshall Miles. Thanks for joining us today. One of my favorite bands, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down sunny day. Yesterday and days before, sun is cold and rain is hot. I know, been that way for all my time. Till forever home it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know, it can't stop. I wonder, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down sunny day. Yeah, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down sunny day.
On Robin Hood Radio, a lot has gone on this weekend with all the different events that have happened, but next weekend is even busier, really, when you think about it. My gosh. In Sharon, on Friday night, it's the summer book signing at the Hotchkiss Library, which runs from 6 till 8 o'clock. You can go there. It's a big fundraiser for the library. They accept cash, credit cards, checks. You can bring books to be signed. You can buy books. Lots of great food. It's a great night out, and we'll be there playing, of course, our jazz music like we always do. Then they also, the Hotchkiss Library has their book sale, which goes on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. And then on Saturday in Sharon, we'll be set up in front of the radio station at 67 Main Street, as it's the On the Green Arts and Crafts Fair. Last count, there are 60 different crafters that were coming up to set up on the green in Sharon. It runs from 10 o'clock all through the afternoon, okay? It's held rain or shine. There is also food available at that event. That is put on by the Sharon Rec Commission, and that is, once again, next Saturday on the green in good old Sharon, Connecticut, US of A. And let's not forget about the Sharon Playhouse, Beauty and the Beast. You've got another week or so to go. Programming and underwriting support from the Sharon Playhouse, where they present Beauty and the Beast July 19th through August the 4th. The classic story that tells Belle of a young woman in a provincial town and the Beast, who's really a young prince trapped under the spell of an enchantress. Tickets and more information, 860-364-SHOW, SharonPlayhouse.org. It's 1:30 on Robin Hood Radio.
Here's your Robin Hood Radio Tri-State forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 82 degrees.
Just up off the floor. We used to go down to Grandma's house every month and so. Have sit around the fire, the old folks would spit and chew. I'd talk about the farm and the war, and Granny sing a ballad or two. And I'd sit and listen and watch the fire till the cobwebs fill my head. Next thing I know, I'd wake up in the morning in the middle of the old feather bed. It was 9 feet high and 6 feet wide, and soft as a downy chip. It was made from the feathers of 40 little geese, took a whole bunch of dogs on a tip. It would hold 8 kids and 4 hound dogs in a baby stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. Well, I love my ma and I love my pa. I love Granny and Grandpa too. I've been fishing with my uncle, wrestled with my cousins, and I even kissed Aunt Lou. Hey! But if I ever had to make a choice, I guess it ought to be said. I'd trade them all and a pickup truck for Grandma's feather bed. It was 9 feet high and 6 feet wide and soft as a downy chip. It was made from the feathers of 40 little geese, took a whole bunch of dogs on the tip. It would hold 8 kids and 4 hound dogs in a pig we stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to have you along here on a Sunday in the Country. Of course, we had Brenda Lee, Grandma's Feather Bed, and let's see here. We've got some more music coming up. Why not bring in George Strait? Then we'll tell you about a great transportation service, which is available for those of you who need transportation to shop for food for yourselves. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. Here on Sunday in the Country on Robin Hood Radio.
Sun shines, clouds rain, train whistles blow and guitars play. Preachers preach, farmers plow, wishes go up and the world goes round. And I love you, it just comes natural. It just comes natural. Seasons change, rivers wind, tumbleweeds roll and the stars shine. Wind howls, dawn breaks, cowboys riding, time slips away. And I love you, it just comes natural. It's what I was born to do, don't have to think it through, baby. It's so easy loving you. It just comes natural. It's what I was born to do, don't have to think it through, baby. It's so easy loving you. Fire burns, waves crash, seeds grow and good things last. Ships sail, dreams fly. Night falls and full moons rise. And I love you, it just comes natural. And I love you, it just comes natural. It just comes natural. It just comes natural.
Marshall Miles here in the air chair on Sunday in the Country. Now, before the last song, I was telling you about transportation if you need to get to a grocery store. Of course, if we all know that Millerton lost its only full-service grocery store. Well, Northeast Dutchess Transit is providing shopping trips to Freshtown in Amenia on Tuesdays and Fridays. The rides leave the Northeast Community Center at 1. If you're unable to get to the Northeast Community Center, they will try to pick you up if it works with their schedule, but you must pre-register, okay? It's on a first-come, first-served basis, and seating is limited. The round trip, just $5. Future trips are being planned to go to ShopRite, Acme, Walmart, and also Stop and Shop. If you want more information or you want to register for that ride, you can call 518-592-1399, extension 5, 518-592-1399, extension 5. Underwriting support from Sharon Hospital. Your birthing experience is personalized to your needs. Spacious, private suites provide a comfortable and memorable experience for your family. Visit healthquest.org/Sharon Hospital Birthing. Programming and underwriting support from the Intermountain Golf Course, family-run 9-hole executive course offering alternate tees for the back 9, open 7 days a week. Undermountain Road in Copake, New York, 518-329-4444. Spend a few hours, not a fortune, on the web, undermountaingolf.com. It's time for our Robin Hood Radio entertainment calendar for the week of July 29th through August the 4th. August music events at the Great Falls Brewery coming up at Great Falls Brewery on Saturday, August the 2nd at 7 p.m. We'll be featuring 5-day nights, greatfallsbrew.com. Meanwhile, at 52 Main in Millerton, New York, presents on Saturday, August 3rd at 9 p.m. Andrew Ailing. The Downcountry Social Club in Sheffield on August 2nd presents at the Stagecoach Tavern Thor Jensen on Friday, August 2nd at 8 o'clock. Sharon Reckon Youth Summer Concert Series continues, and the Valley, this time on July 31st, Creamery Station, blues, rock, bluegrass, and more. Meanwhile, Kent Park and Recreation Summer Concert Series continues on August the 1st with the Joint Chiefs. And coming up at the Sunset Music Series in Canaan, Connecticut at the VFW on Route 7 on August 1st. They will feature the music of Blue Yonder. More information on that is available at 860-824-4300. Of course, you can find out more information at robinhoodradio.com and on our Facebook page. For the Robin Hood Radio Entertainment Calendar, I'm Marshall Miles for Robin Hood Radio. You'll find us at robinhoodradio.com on the web. It's 39 minutes past the hour on Robin Hood Radio.
Here is your Robin Hood Radio Tri-State forecast. For Sunday, a partly sunny day and moderately humid. Could have a few late-day thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Sunny to start from Monday, and then more clouds and a chance for afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs 85 to 90. I'm meteorologist Anthony J. for Robin Hood Radio.
It's 82 degrees. Well, Town of Sharon with us here at Robin Hood Radio has two events. One that kicks off the summer, one that really signifies the end of summer. Of course, it's the Sharon Classic Road Race. Really does tell us that summer is just around the corner and kicks off a big summer season. But what wraps up the season as well is an amazing event. It's the 23rd annual Sharon Summer Book Signing, which comes up on Friday, August the 2nd. Now, I know you've got August. There's a lot of hot weather, but really, once you get into August, you're already looking towards the start of school in a couple of weeks. But this is just a great community event, and once again, it is coming up on August the 2nd, Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. And with us once again this year to talk a little bit about the event, we have Gretchen Hackmeister and Nicole Thornton. Gretchen and Nicole, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you, Marshall.
Now, first things first, I hear a rumor, is Henry Kissinger really coming back?
He is really coming back for the fourth time to the book signing. He's 95 years old. And he will be with us.
He's an amazing guy. I sat next to him and spoke to him, actually, not next to him, a couple of times, and he's just a real interesting guy. And he is a star performer at these events. But on top of someone like that, which has international significance, you have authors that range just about
local, national, regional, all well-accomplished authors. Why don't we talk about some of those authors?
That would be great. We're very pleased to have a number of people who either live here year-round in our neck of the woods or who have some kind of connection. There's some really amazing people who are right here with us. We're very strong with our fiction offerings this year. A lot of wonderful novels, and 3 of those are by local, actually 4 of the 5 are by people who live in Litchfield, Sharon, Cornwall, and Lakeville, which is very exciting. So Martha Hall Kelly will be with us. She's a New York Times bestselling author of historical fiction from Litchfield. And Roxana Robinson will be here from Cornwall with her new novel, Dawson's Fall, which is inspired by her great-grandfather's letters and journals. And Helen Klein Ross of Lakeville will be here with the book that some people may have read, The Latecomers, which was inspired by her own home on Lakeville Lake. And we're very excited that Sharon's own Peter Steiner will be with us. His artwork is hanging in the library for this summer as well, which is wonderful. And his new novel, The Good Cop, which is a suspense thriller set in Weimar, Germany, will be making its American debut in Sharon at the book signing, which is really exciting.
Now let's talk a little bit about the admission to get into this incredible event is $40, which benefits the library. But I don't think that if you're a couple or even if you're 2 couples that want to go out for a night of entertainment, I don't think there's a better value anywhere within 100 miles than what is offered at this event.
Oh, thank you. Yes, tickets are $40 in advance or at the door. And with cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, all of the great authors, it really is a great, small amount of money for the amount of fun you get every year.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, the cocktails and the hors d'oeuvres aren't just for like the first 20 minutes. I mean, they go right to the very end. And another thing is, what better way to have some hors d'oeuvres and a cocktail, and you get not only to buy books and see books, but you get to talk and interact with the authors and your friends and neighbors who are also doing the same thing.
Absolutely. That's most of the fun about it.
It's amazing. Now, we should mention also that go along with this on Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 4 on Saturday and 10 to 2 on Sunday, you have your annual used book sale, and that's always a pretty cool event to go side by side with this as well.
Yeah, that'll be great. Our volunteers have been very hard at work sorting a lot of books, and rumor has it that the books are really great quality this year, some really extra special things. A couple of local people have donated their personal libraries to us in the last year, and so we have some really wonderful first editions and collectibles as well.
And if that's not enough, you have also, along with the summer book signing and the book sale, there's always dinners, author dinners that follow this that are sold out. And as we speak right now, recording this interview, you have 2 of those left, right?
Yes, we have 5 dinners, and there are seats available still for 2 of them. One is for Martha Hall Kelly, the novelist, author of Lost Roses, and the other is a nonfiction book, history, called Einstein's War, written by Matthew Stanley, who's a professor at NYU, and it's an investigation into sort of the miraculous fact that Einstein was able to develop his theory of relativity during World War I, while cut off from many of his colleagues and lots of the information and data that he needed.
We are talking right now, once again, with both Nicole Thornton and Gretchen Hatmeister. We're talking about the Hotchkiss Library in Sharon, 23rd Annual Summer Book Signing. It's a rain or shine event because, quite frankly, I've never seen an event better set up to withstand either hot summer weather or occasional thunderstorm downpours. Really, it's absolutely amazing the way this is set up.
Well, we hope that we're due for some good weather karma this year, but I knock on wood as I speak, after the last couple of years where we've had downpours and last year the power outage. So we're really hoping we have some nice cooler weather, low humidity, and a little late afternoon sunshine.
And what's interesting about this whole event is that when people come, they can pay either by cash, check, or even credit card. I think that's important to point out to people.
That's correct. Yeah, we do have the capabilities to use credit card at the Hotchkiss Library of Sharon, except for American Express, I should note.
Or if the power goes out like last year. But
Well, that was, but I have to say this. Your volunteers that help out at this event, the amount of volunteers that you have help out, whether it's accepting credit cards, whether it's manning the bar, whether it's the kids that come around with the hors d'oeuvres, it really is amazing how flexible and, under a tense situation, because it gets very packed in there, how well they all just carry off this, and it goes, it seems to go seamlessly every year.
Well, thank you. We really can't do it without all of the volunteers, and I'd say there are probably about 40 people who are there working, there and behind the scenes to make it all happen that evening. And it moves very fast. It's a quick 2 hours. A lot's going on. But I think the volunteers have a good time as well.
And who gets to pick the food?
What do you mean, the selection?
Yeah, who comes up with the menu?
I talk with the good people at Giffords, and we try to remember what people like last year.
I just think the way the kids serve, the way the authors are all there, willing to speak to people, not only just push their books, really, and we can't minimize the importance of the funding that this goes to the Hotchkiss Library. Talk about that for just a second.
Well, we raise about 60% of our annual budget each year through fundraising, and this is our major fundraiser for the year. And so it's very important for people to come and to buy books, and we really appreciate everybody's support that allows us to be open 7 days a week. And to do all the things that we do for the community. So we're happy to do that. And again, as you said, it's a real community event, and it's wonderful to have the 8th grade kids there helping us serve the food. And I would also mention that we get lots of positive feedback from the authors, and for the most part, they have a wonderful time. They love to come. They love to meet their colleagues and meet their readers. And slowly over the years, as we've expanded and we reach further afield to invite authors, we have a growing reputation with different publishers and publicists that this is a good place and it's worth making the effort to come attend the event.
And once again, it's the Hotchkiss Library in Sharon, the 23rd unbelievable annual summer book signing on Friday, August 2nd, 6 till 8 p.m. More information at hotchkisslibrary.org or 860-364-5041. Have I left anything out that we want to talk about?
Well, just one thing. You can see a lineup of our books and all the authors at our designated website, SharonBookSigning.weebly.com. There you can find out how to buy tickets, which authors are coming, our underwriters, author dinners, etc. Stuff like that there. Yep.
That's right. And there's something for everyone. Kids, cookbooks, gardening, fiction, nonfiction, history, current events, anything you could want. You can get a head start on your Christmas shopping.
Well, we look forward to broadcasting from it every year, and we'll see you guys on August the 2nd.
Great. Thank you so much, Marshall.
Moved into my old apartment. That's how we got this whole thing started. She called and said that I had mail waiting there for me. I told her that I'd come and get it. How could I know in just a minute that I'd be standing face to face with my own destiny? And we sat there talking just like we were old friends. Oh, then I asked her, can I see you again? She said yes, and I said wow. She said when, and I said how about right now? Love can't wait. Then I asked if she believed in fate, and she said yes. Days flew by just like a fast train, and nothing else has been on my brain except the thought of how she makes me the man I wanna be. She's the one I made for me. Oh, then it happened one night, looking in her eyes. Oh, when I popped the question, much to my surprise, she said yes, and I said wow. She said when, and I said how about right now, love can't wait. Then I asked if she believed in fate, and she said yes. So we called the preacher, family and friends, and nothing's been the same since. She said yes, I said wow. She said when, I said how about right now, love can't wait. Then I asked if she believed in fate, and she said yes. She said
Well, we've done it. By George, I think we've done it. Well, we've almost done it. We're coming to the end of another Sunday in the country. Our thanks to you for joining us on Sunday morning, where we play lots of great country music, hear lots of interviews for things going on, and get information of things going on in our tri-state region. Hey, I'm Marshall Miles. Jill Goodman and I are with you Monday through Friday on The Breakfast Club from 6 till 9 on Robin Hood Radio, on the Robin Hood Radio Network. And you can also see us live on Facebook every Monday through Friday, 6 till 7 o'clock on Facebook Live. Have a great rest of the weekend, everybody.
Everywhere I look, the salvation
other since the moment we met, but it seems like forever to me. I haven't figured out the perfect way to say it yet, but I suppose at times like these a man should get down on his knees. How'd you like to be in my wedding? And how'd you like to walk down the aisle? You could be the center of attention. Everyone would look at you and smile. We could send our friends invitations, and you could wear a long white dress. If you'd like to be in my wedding, darling, all you have to do is say yes. Your folks could be seated in the very front row and cry when we all turn to look at you. We could cut the cake and we could strike a pose like the little bitty plastic bride and groom, and then begin our lifelong honeymoon. How'd you like to be in my wedding? How'd you like to walk down the aisle? You could be the center of attention. Everyone would look at you and smile. We could send our friends invitations. You could wear a long white dress. If you'd like to be in my wedding, darling, all you have to do is say yes. Say yes.